Hi, and welcome to today's episode of Astrocraft. I am feeling a bit sick, so this is a bit of a separate intro, and I'm just going to go over what happens in the episode quickly, and then I'll send you guys to the actual video and the outro. I did this off camera after the outro, so I'm just going to showcase this now. I made an automatic mud farm underneath my, underneath my windmill area, I guess you could call it. I'm sorry I sound so weird. I feel like I sound really weird. So I built an automatic mud farm underneath this. Sorry I sound weird. If I sound really weird, it's because I'm sick. I'm really congested right now, so really sorry you have to hear me like this. You can hear it in the video too. I was doing better. I feel like I might be doing a bit worse now, but it's okay. But that's the reason why this episode is going to be so different as well, because the mods still haven't come in, and I haven't been feeling up to doing a lot of things recently, so I've been feeling really weird. So we do a little mini tour at the start of the episode. After this, we're going to be doing a little mini tour of my area, including the underside, which you can't see right now because in the end of the video, we're going to do a quick little time lapse just of me doing this, and I wasn't really feeling good enough to do any more. So, I'm so sorry that I sound so weird, and I hope you guys enjoy this video despite me being super sick. So, I will see you guys next time on Astrocraft, and I will be sending you guys into this next video. So it is only fitting to start the tour out from the area I started the entire series. The home, the hub. I have a little sign here that says Ruby's hub. So that's sort of what I call it. This is Zelfran's bed. He's been coming over to use my spider spawner. You've never seen Zelfran on camera, but I assure you he does exist. This is his stuff. And so Zelfran is not my alter ego. Yeah, he's just another member on the server that, yeah, he doesn't post videos, and he's just not in our videos a lot. So, this is Zelfran's bed, this is my bed, and then I have some bamboo here, and some leaves, and some wheat, and some packed mud. I just have some random blocks lying around my hub. I keep the wheat so that I have, like, that wheat to reproduce with the cows, well, make the cows reproduce. Here's my hub ender chest, I guess is what I would call it. Here are my two dogs I got from an off-camera adventure where I meant to get dogs for a while, and I just finally got them there. So, I might be sounding a bit stuffy today. I am slightly sick. And so you probably, if you were at the stream on Monday, I'm sorry, you probably heard me being really stuffy. I just couldn't really help it. Here's the donkey here. And if I missed a comment about naming, I'll do it in the outro. I'm sorry if I missed any comments. I just haven't been keeping up a lot because I've been slightly sick. Next up, we have the bridge over here, which I won't really go on. I'll just show you guys. But this is the bridge I built between me and Starlight's base. And actually, I might go on it just to show you guys a wonderful glide down around my starter base. So, over here is the entire bridge to Starlight's base, which I built off camera in the middle of an episode, by the way. I was just so tired of building whatever I was building in the episode that I decided to build this in the middle of filming, so it was featured in that outro. And it's just existed ever since. Here is my starter base, of course. I will sleep down here. This is where I generally sleep. And then here's Lord Fuzzykins and his furry friends, which are also up for naming in the comments. Appropriate, please. And then here are all my unused shulker boxes. You might notice that there are a couple more over here. Me and Mifa went on an end-busting thing, and so I got 23 shulker boxes. Mifa was looking for the elytra and the loot, so unfortunately she only got 3. And I actually am going to give her one of my shulker shells, so she has 3. It's just an extra one, so it's not a big deal. And I have this extra shulker box that I might give her. But I killed all the shulkers, which is why I got so many shulker boxes. She wasn't really aiming. Whoa, she wasn't really aiming to kill the shulkers. She was just trying to get out of their way. It's gonna be in one of her more recent episodes. I think she's gonna add it to her end episode. But we just went raiding for maybe an hour and a half, and got that done. And then, if you fly around this way, here's my pathway. Oop, that was rough. Here's my path. Let me try that again. Here's my pathway up here. Yeah, I guess I'm just not that good at flying. But that's my pathway, up to my portal here. And some of my favorite landscaping I've ever done. It's a really nice arch. I really like it. And so there's more of the path over this way in my cactus farm, which was recently harvested. And then here is the empty lava pit that I mined all the obsidian out of. Very useful. And over here is the super smelter, which you guys all recognize from Super Smelter episode. So in here, basic super smelter, cobblestone, yeah, nothing in it right now. And I just have this chest in here for like adding extra sandstone in while I'm in the process of smelting it all. Because there's a way I use my super smelter to make sure it's evenly distributed, but it's pretty boring, so I never show it on the camera. So here is my newest addition to my base, the cow pit is what it has been deemed. I don't really have a better name for it because it's a pit full of cows. I'm considering adding some more decorations into it, like some little patches of wheat, which might be like part of the time lapse. I'll like do some terraforming and then I'll go in here and I'll detail. As you can see, we're experiencing quite a lot of lag as I just fell down. Yeah, ooh, that, see, quite a lot of lag. Yet again, poor Hypixel has a hard time dealing with our server. So I'm just gonna try and fly out of here as safely as possible. Yeah, okay. Nice glide out. And so here's me for needing an ender chest, so I just had one here. So I'll break this. And so Mifa was by the other day. That's when we decided to go end busting. She came by to pick up some dirt, which she took. And this is still all extra dirt that I'm planning on using for terraforming, including all of this stone that I got from this stupid project. And here is the beginning of my mega base. This is only the start, and I started in the back because there were the least pillagers here. Unfortunately, I did encounter patrols while building, honestly. I encounter so many things while building. It's honestly way more than I do when I'm seeking out adventure. I lit up the entire roof, by the way, to try and prevent as much mob spawning as possible. This is all lit up. Underneath here is lit up. There is a very, I'm thinking sea lanterns or verdant frog lights for these little areas. But for now, I'm just placing a torch as a placeholder. I have it in my design that they're verdant frog lights, but I just haven't gotten it. So, because they're pretty hard to get. So, yeah. Here is the windmill and my donkey, John, the one animal that has been named. Again, please put names in the comments. So, John houses all of my ominous bottles that I will get while here. And if you're wondering, the terraforming today is going to be for the farm area. So, I say that like questionably, but honestly, it's for the farm area. So, I'm gonna be building down a bit, because I want to give some height difference between the two. Between the windmill and the farm, so maybe like 3 blocks. I'm not really sure yet. It's sort of still coming to me, but yeah. And so in here, food storage. I haven't put anything in here, by the way. It's just all the stuff is here. all the stuff is there. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. I like messing with item frames sometimes. So, yeah. And then the outline is what I call it, and it's just all blue concrete, and it basically has the basic outline for the base. The furthest exterior, which you can see over here, point is not in the outline, so you don't really see the full scale of the base until I build it, but it basically outlines all the basics of the base, the basic structure. So that is the end of the overworld of the base, and the hardest and deepest, darkest part of the base that I almost never show on camera is the underworld. It is where I spend most of my time, and is where I spent the majority of my time on the server before I started building my mega base, and while I was still prepping everything. So here is where I was getting dirt for the area. As you can see, I have a lot of villagers down here, as if I don't have a lot up there on top. So here is my tiny little vertical mine. Because I live near the deep dark, I can't really do too much of this. I have an entire other area that I've shown in other episodes for mining, so that I'm not showing today, but I have some chests in here that are generally full of stuff from the mining, but obviously haven't really done anything with them recently. This bed's here because it's also how you make it to the top from my spider spawner, which I haven't shown on camera either. So I'm just gonna fall down here quickly. Didn't show this on camera. Found a wonderful mine shaft with 3 spider spawners near each other. So here's the bed for the spider spawner. It's far enough away. But I raided the entire mine shaft. Quite interesting show I was watching at the time as well. But I probably got through an entire season while building this. So here's the spider spawner. Of course, it does everything. This is where I wanted them to come out, but it didn't really work out that way. So I have one killing area, I guess you'd call it, on this side. I want this one to be a killing area, but it doesn't work that way. So no spiders ever come there, but most of the server actually uses my spider spawner, unfortunately. I never get to use it myself. Well, I do. I use it the most probably out of everybody, but that's expected because I made it. And here is the upper one, the one that I actually like the most. I like this area the most. But there's one down there, and we actually infinite water source there from building, and then I have a chest for a spider trap, but never built it. And so basically, very simple spider spawner. And then up here is the exit. So I marked it out by granite. I always say andesite, it's granite. This is granite. Granite. And I marked it out by granite. And everybody says it's super confusing, but it makes sense to me. Probably because I'm the one who placed it, but I also broke all the top blocks so I could do jumping and stuff. But of course, I forget to jump all the time. So here's, if you just want to fall down into the mine shaft, this was the hole I made when I did that. And then here's the hole all the way to the bottom, where you can see all the places from my vertical mine. See all the places, yeah. All the holes I made. I sort of stopped at one point, and I didn't really finish mining all the way down there. Okay, so we might have died and fallen down a hole. It was this hole. But, because of where I was standing on the block, I missed. It's fine. My base is, if you've never heard the phrase, my base is a very dangerous place, I have said that quite a lot on this server because nobody seems to take it seriously. Goomlink has died in my mines many times because he refuses to take my warning seriously. So, I'm not the only one to have died down there, by the way. Mifa died down there recently as well. So, over here is the big, other field where I mined out all the dirt. And then up through here is the overworld again. So, yeah, that was a pretty quick tour. It's sort of a mini tour considering, it's only my base. But eventually we'll probably do a server tour, probably when we're ending up the series as well. I'm saying probably a lot. But, yeah, that's a mini server tour. Oh, and I didn't point this out. If you don't know what this is, it is an auto composter, and basically it turns all of the things I put into it auto composted. So I can just break a piece of wheat here. Okay. So I had this. Yeah. So if I break that, I can place this in there and it'll go into the composter. Easy as that. It's extremely simple. It's 2 chests, 2 hoppers. And all you have to do, put things in the top chest, bone meal comes out the bottom chest. One of the most useful inventions when starting out on a server, and one of the easiest ways to get bone meal, other than killing skeletons. So, the final stop on the tour, which I sort of neglected to show, is the setup area, I guess you could call it, for sand. Well, not for sand. For the mega base. For the mega base. That's what I meant to say. But so here I have some glass for the windows, and then here's the materials for like the exterior rim, you could call it, and stuff. All deep slate. Birch plank, sandstone, sand, and then smooth sandstone, which I'm planning on maybe color coding the shulker boxes. I sort of half color coded them for the original build. It's probably easier if I color code them. I'll think about doing it later. Here is extra terracotta, and the cyan terracotta is here. It's all in this chest. And then I make as much cyan terracotta as I can. I need to go get some more terracotta soon, but the Badlands is really far away. So, I have some plans before I go there again. But that is about the end of the tour. I'm gonna stop in the most... actually, there's one more area. The area I always neglect to show. This area. Oh, I guess I forgot to put dirt in here. I should probably put the dirt back up. Don't mind me just locking my villagers in with some grass. So here's where I keep all my villagers. Mending, Fletcher. This dude's just for paper. Wheat, carrots. I don't really use the pumpkins, but yeah. Silk Touch, and Unbreaking 3. There's no reason why he's separated, I just haven't put him on that track yet. And then down here is the area. Nobody wants to see the villager breeding area, so I'm not going to show you it. If you comment that you want to see it, and this video gets 100 likes, I will show you guys the villager breeding area, but honestly, it's not that fancy. So, basically, if you want to see it, comment it, like, and then if we get 100 people to want to see it, I will show you guys that area. But it isn't a fun area to see. And then here's the Iron Golem army that has formed. from the various monsters I've gotten in this area, I guess you could say. Um, yeah, I guess it might have something to do with this little area here. Yeah, that area down there near. Yeah, that might be slightly part of it. But, um, now that is the entirety of my base. Um, and I would say we have time for a short time lapse, so I'm going to start slightly terraforming, sort of mapping out what I'm thinking about doing. Basically, I don't have time for a full time lapse, but maybe I'll have time for itty bitty one. I don't like doing an episode with a time lapse. So, of course, we are just going to get into this and start up the time lapse. So just as I did the outro and the aftermath, the intro and the aftermath, I'm gonna do the outro right here. So I didn't really feel up to building the entire thing, so I can fly around and show you I only built like this little ring of stone. I didn't really finish underneath. You didn't see this on camera because I built this off camera, and it's oh, I didn't see that creeper there. Pretty lucky it didn't kill me though. But you didn't see this being built on camera because I did afterwards. So the automatic mud farm. Let's hope that doesn't hurt too bad. Because I built the automatic mud farm off camera, but here it is, dirt in here, put some dirt in this thing, and then basically, you need to use an iron shovel. I forgot that part. And it basically just keeps you going like that. And it all ends up in here. So that's a simple demonstration. Luckily, not too many water bottles got backed up. Ooh, and I was super lucky that my shovel was silk touch. But basically, you put the dirt in here, it comes out the dropper. Really simple design. I built that bigger because I thought it was gonna need to be way bigger, but now I just have more room down there. So again, sorry this episode is so weird. I'm hopefully going to be feeling better next week. I might not stream on Monday. I'll put up a community post about it. If I'm not feeling up to doing it, otherwise things will go as scheduled. Streaming on Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, or Eastern Saving, whatever Eastern time it is in America. And then I hope that I will get more stuff done next episode, and I will be feeling much better, hopefully, as well. So I will see you guys next time on Astrocraft. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you like my content. Like this video if you liked this video. And make sure to check out the other channels that are in the description on Astrocraft. And I will see you guys next time on Astrocraft. Have a good day.